G'day, mate, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included with me, JD. We're pretty much where we left off, with, you know, many things going wrong, like our oxygen supply maxing out. So what happens is these guys bring in... hang on, let's go to oxygen, Algatrarium. So it brings in clean water and puts out polluted water. So we need somewhere to put that polluted water. We don't have anywhere yet. So this is what we're going to do to make up for our mistakes. We need somewhere to empty the polluted water. We also need to empty the polluted water out of these guys eventually. Which means we need a polluted water tank. Which I haven't built. Yeah. Small oversight. We need to work out something. I don't know what the something is, apart from we need to dig a hole to dump polluted water. Germ overlay. See, and I don't want to mix with germs. I don't want to have to fight with germs just yet. And then when we've got a tank full of polluted water, we have no way of dealing with polluted water. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to priority 7 these guys. We want these done. We're going to copy settings, paste more of those across. We're going to up the priority on that so it actually gets done. We're going to priority 6 sandstone still, because this is all still temporary base. It's all going to have to get deleted sooner or later. Temperature, we're getting warm. Germs, we're still fine. So we can come all the way over here. That is already germy water. That's polluted water without germs. That's an important qualification. That does not have germs in it, and it does have a fish. We're not going to get into wildlife today. That's too much for today's episode. Again, priority 6. We're going to dig down. We're going to do priority 6 across. You know what? We're not going to build a side to it. We're just going to leave it open. Germ overlay. Yeah, I can punch out these 2 tiles. No, I am going to do priority 6. I'm going to dig that up. And priority 5. We're going to bring this up higher. Because we're going to turn this into our germ water tank. Because we do need somewhere to dump our germy water. It's going to cause us problems. Because when you have polluted water, it makes polluted oxygen. Polluted oxygen... This is currently germ-free, but eventually germs will get into it. And once germs get into it, the germs multiply. Which is bad for us. So we need to... Actually, they're doing it right here. That gas bubble. There we go. We can see these gas bubbles coming off. We don't have any polluted oxygen down here yet, but we will have it sooner or later. So again, it's something we're going to have to deal with sooner rather than later. Which was unfortunate, because I completely forgot these guys now output polluted water. Because that was in the last couple of updates and I haven't used these guys in quite some time. Alright, research. We're still powering through research. We've got the bigger battery, along with a power switch and a wire bridge. So we can now bridge over things, but I actually want to put in a bigger battery. Same story, priority 6, because I want this actually done. And I'm going to hook up that wire. So I can get rid of these old batteries. These batteries are going to be... I'm going to have to do something about the battery, because I want to put a battery here, but that's not going to work. Power, priority 6, battery. We'll do it that way. And yes, our carbon dioxide is still piling up in this area, not falling down. Our oxygen is still not coming up. We're having a a gas argument problem. Alright, we're going to max out the speed again. Actually, if I set that to 7, so this gets done, it means I can decommission both these batteries. And I can probably put in a new type of oxygen generation over here. Probably 6 could go sand. I'm going to dig through this, and then we're going to dig through this, build the wall up, and we'll start putting a polluted water up here. And it also means any hatches that get caught up here are going to end up drowned. Just for the record. Oh, we got hatches laying eggs. Oh, we're going to have more hatches. Toilet 5 visits, 14 visits, 14 visits. So I'm going to turn the priority down on that one. Oh, even lower. And hope that that sort of fixes our problems. Germs, still no germs, good. Because you can see how quickly this polluted oxygen is off-gassing. Oh. There we go, polluted oxygen. So we've got a couple of drops. Now, dupes can breathe polluted oxygen without an issue. It is still oxygen. There is no downside to breathing polluted oxygen. The only downside is that if germs get introduced into it, and it's if germs get introduced into it, they start spreading. Which is then another problem that we have to deal with. Alright, battery's done. I'm going to set you to priority 1. We're going to bring up research. And we needed our decor. So we're going to get both those done. Now, I did mention in a previous episode, we have lots of decor problems because we've got crap all on the ground. There is crap on the ground everywhere. We're going to have to fix that. And we're probably going to have to fix that this episode. How we're going to fix it is another question. I haven't really got that far. I'm not sure how we're going to do that. But, you know, one problem at a time. Priority, that's all priority 6. That's priority 5. Digging boy, priority 6. We're going to do this. So we have a step down because they're being lazy and they're not building the ladder or this wall. So if I step it down, it at least means the guy who can dig can get in there and start bulldozing his way through all this stuff. Okay, that should give us more oxygen. Good. You guys are now dead. We can set that back to priority 6. We also now have the coal generator. I'm going to pop it. That's sand, that's fertilizer, that's really weak. Okay, so we're going to put power, we're going to put the coal generator. And I'm going to offset my... Oh, actually I could put it right here. That seems like a good spot for it. We're going to put it right there. Again, priority 6. Power lines, wire. Priority 6. We're going to go into the ground. Up here, onto this power bridge. Priority 7, because I need it done now. Put the ground underneath. Done. Jobs on jobs on jobs to do. Unfortunately, there's lots of grabbing water and bringing it down here to deliver it. But it is what it is for right this second. Okay, so we got rid of that one. We want priority 7. Take that out. Oxygen. We have the other type of oxygen generator. So this is a Lgd Oxidizer. It needs 120 kilowatts per second and 550 grams per second of algae and produces 500 grams per second of oxygen. This one, if you remember, needs 30 grams per second of algae with water and produces 40 grams per second of oxygen. So this one is actually more efficient, right, at oxygen production, but does use water. Don't get me wrong, you get most of that water back. It's now polluted water, but at least you get it back. So, something you have to keep in mind. So we're going to pop that in there. We're going to power overlay. Nope. We're going to cancel that. We're going to deconstruct that one. Probably 9. Power, wires, deconstruct. I want that wire gone, and that wire gone. if I do that, that just instantly joins the two. And we should be good to go. So unfortunately, they're building and doing things at opposite ends of the map, but you know, it is what it is at the moment. We can up the priority on that. We can bring in oxygen, put in our deoxidizer right there. Because I'm gonna need more oxygen. We've used up what oxalite we have. We've got the algae terrariums running, and they are doing a good job. They are producing plenty of oxygen, but we don't have enough pressure to force things to move around. Valentine's still digging her way through everything. Research is complete. No, research is not complete. That's an old tag. 2 visits remaining. We're getting low because I'm gonna disable it. I'm gonna disable it so I don't have to deal with the polluted dirt just yet. We need a few more researchers ticked off first. I do want to look at this. We're going to move... So you're a narcoleptic build. We're going to move rewrap down here with Valentine. Yep, our construction area is what's really holding us up. Priorities. Build. Meeps, I go for. So supply already has a 1+. Weerab's a farmhand. We can give him a little bit of bonus to construction. Architect's building stuff. That should be all the way up. That's probably where our problem is. Jebediah is busy doing probably not what he's meant to do. Okay, out of order. All the way down, disabled. It is now full. So Weerab will start using this one. Great. And this one can just sit there full for the moment. Until we get this problem sorted out. Oh, really? We missed a tile? Oh, no, we didn't. That's within reach. Construction tasks are taking too long. That's our main issue at the moment. Actually, priority 5. That is really not important. I can dig that out in due course. Food, farm tile, priority 6. Fill that one in. We have mealwood being grown. Our calories are getting really, really, really low. Like, unbelievably low. We do run the risk of eventually running out of food. Priority 6, because you need coal. We have 5 tons of coal at least to get us started. Actually, probably up to priority 7 as well. Whoop, we've done this. They're all done. We just need to build in the base, which we don't really technically need. But I'll let them build it anyway. Tiles, priority 7. Bring that up. Put one there. Go to plumbing. Bottle emptier, priority 9. Rotate it that way. And after they've built this in, we can put a bottle emptier there. And they can start emptying out all the polluted water. Which will deal with some of the problems. Bill's back on research. We've got oxygen being made up here, so we've got good pressure. Unfortunately, our beds are like in a low oxygen area, but you know, one problem at a time, so to speak. Oh, and that's the printing press. So, before we go on to a new duplicate, we need to solve a food problem. We're going to grab a microbe musher, which is our very, very first food building. As you can see, food is hovering up and down. We have 1 meal lice, so obviously something somewhere. We're going to uproot that. Oh, cancel. Something somewhere has finished germinating or whatever and has produced some food. Probably a 4 actually, because there is 2 bits of food we'd love to get to there and there. There's also food here that we do want to get to eventually, but we just can't quite at the moment. So we got mealwood growing. it will produce some food, but a micro musher gives us more options. Power, wire, probably 9, in there. Where's our decor overlay? It's slightly better here because we've got less wires. See, wires are only 9 now, whereas they were minus 13.5. So it is slightly better, but we are talking slightly. Okay, because tubes are stupid, we want ground in here, but I want to build every second tile. Otherwise, you bet somebody's going to come through and just steamroll and destroy every tile and not rebuild them. And polluted water. So we're going to start dumping our polluted water into this tank. This one's getting low as well. Okay, so microbe musher. First off, I'm going to up the priority on it because it's important. I'm going to set lice loaf, which uses 1 lot of meal lice. 1,200 calories of meal lice to make 1,700 calories of lice loaf. So it's a plus 500 calorie item for the cost of 50 kilos worth of water. Our other option is mush bar, which just basically creates food from nothing. So it takes dirt and water to create 800 calories of food, but also has a side effect of giving us diarrhea. So berry sludge, which is sleet wheat grain, which we don't have yet. Bristleberry, which we don't have yet, or we have had, but we've eaten it. Right, and gives us 4,000 calories of food. Lice loaf is the only thing we can afford at the moment. And it does mean I'm going to go into consumables and I'm going to stop them eating meal lice. Because I want to convert it into lice loaf, all the way up here. So, of course, if they eat it early, it does me no good. We now have furniture. We have a flower pot, which is our first of our decor. We have a granite item. So anything made out of granite has a 20% decor bonus. We'll shove that in there, which should get this room working. Hopefully. And there we go. That's our first lice loaf plant harvested. Weeramp's going to take it up. We need to make sure this is ticked for everything. It is. I don't know what Weeramp did with it. Oh, he's just left it there on the ground. Excellent. Oh, really? Base tile, priority 9, just shove that in there, and priority 6, dig up that. Copy. You don't have fertilizer yet, because nobody's got there yet. And as I said, someone will end up digging up this, but they're not replacing it with a tile. Because they're unreachable dig. And then we'll do that one and that one. And then I'll do that one. Because when that gets knocked out, they have no way of getting around. Done. Okay. Food is still tight, so I don't want to look at that next duplicate yet. We can put a flower pot in there, and that should give us a recreational room. So we've made some more progress. More progress is always better. We need, in a list of rooms, we need a mess hall. So mess hall is next on our list of important rooms we need to upgrade our morale, to have them further completing through the jobs board for bigger and better jobs. The other thing that we need to do is we probably need to look at research. No, we're moving through the next bar of research. Okay. So, a mess hall. Mess hall needs a mess table, nothing else. A great hall is minimum size 12 tiles, minimum size 32 tiles, minimum size 60, maximum size 64, maximum size 120 tiles. So much bigger room. It has to have a decor item of plus 20 decor, a single decor item of plus 20. Okay, so if we go back to decor overlay, we have a positive of 11 and a flower pot, which is now saying has no decor. Decor plus 0. But when I put a... Oh, it doesn't tell me what the decor bonus is from Bazaar. Browsing, whatever it is. From memory, it's about 15. But a painting, which is what we're in the process of unlocking, blank canvas, ice block, and a sculpting block all have a higher decor bonus. We just need a single item with plus 20 for our... where are we? Great Hall, Great Hall. So we need a single item with a plus 20 decor. And we can make that up somehow. So we need somewhere for everybody to eat. Is basically the next thing we're leading to. So, right at this height, we can dig straight across. We are going to put in a tile here. So when they get to it, they can jump over it. We're also going to deconstruct that one and that one. And that's all for the moment. And bring this ladder further up. And also put in a ladder at this end. So they can get both out of bed, both sides of the bed, so to speak. But the other problem we have is, right at the moment, our dupes have too much to do. There is too many things that they need to do. Select plant. Priority that. So somebody comes and shoves a seed in it faster. So we need to sit back, wait, be a little bit patient. Priority 7, get rid of those two. That one can be deconstructed as well. Priority 6, we're going to bring this up higher. That's all 5 across there. That is a 6 there. Research is complete. Research. Good question. Okay, I think sanitation. So we need a lavatory, a mesh tile, or ventilation. Ventilation gives us the airflow tiles, which at least let us move air through the base easier. Sanitation would give us plumbing and showers and proper wash sinks, but it's also going to put more stress on our power system. So I think we'll grab our airflow tiles first, and then we'll swing back for some of this other stuff. Water cooler, I can actually up the priority on that now because it actually works. And our food is slowly going up. Who is our cook? We don't actually have a dedicated cook, but we do have... Nope. Priorities, that's the one I'm looking for. Go away. Cook. We just have wee wrap. So we're going to up the priority on his cooking. Oh no, meat. So we're also going to give... We're going to give both of them a +1. We don't have a dedicated cook yet, which we really, really, really need. And I guess that means we start looking at pretty hard. We need a cook. Cooking 0. Cooking 1. Cooking 0. So he's a slow learner. So because he's a slow learner... He will always take longer to level up. But we don't have anybody who's got any bonuses in cooking. And we have nobody who's got a interest in cooking either. We don't even have somebody that we could bring in to then move somebody off what they're onto cooking. So we're actually going to do a reject all. Which means for 3 more cycles, we won't get another dupe. But never be afraid to reject them. Like if none of them are good, just get rid of them. We just haven't had the priority to actually empty it yet. Oh, there we go. It's starting to empty. We're not starting empty. 9. It's probably 9 start. Yeah. Okay, there we go. We started emptying the bottled polluted water. Valentine's gonna dig herself in. Let's see it. Alright. Room overlay. See, when these break through, this room overlay is going to lose all its bonuses. So we need to make sure this is done quickly and that tile's whacked in very, very fast. Actually, whilst we're at jobs. Nobody's got close to maxing out where they're up to, which is probably good. Alright, we'll turn that back off again. This icon means we're out of seeds, but we hope when our farmer comes and collects things, that we get new seeds, which he just found one, so we can fill in one of these tiles. Instead of just ran out of oxygen, so, you know, one step at a time. Oh, continuous, that's what we needed. And because we've got a new food type, edible. No, it's already ticked on. Where are we? Lice loaf. Okay, it's already ticked on. So somebody will eventually come pick up that lice loaf and bring it down here and shove it in there. We want doors. Already 4. Put in a couple of doors. Probably 4 again. Build in some floor. Probably 4 again to get some more ground. Probably 4. Build that across. Build that across. And this room's going to be much bigger than all the other rooms. We want that door perma open and that door perma open. Because if the doors are always open, they don't have to stop for a door to do an open close cycle. They'll just walk through it at all times, which is exactly what we want. We want them to charge through as fast as possible. We're going to have to upgrade that even higher. Because I really want somebody to always be running this micro crusher. Alright, we just broke open that hole, and you'll see, boom, we've instantly lost the room bonus. When they put this tile back in, which is set to probably 9 now, we get the room bonus back. It also means that I can now take out all these tiles at the top. Furniture, blank canvas, decor plus 5. We need to get to decor 20. I know I'm using priority 9. It's a little bit high, but we're hoping that paintings take a long time to build. That's something else you've got to keep in mind. Oh, sub priority 9. All these, please. Alright, we're going to have to bring these back down. Yeah, because I don't want too many people building them. Alright, blank canvas. Decor overlay. Blank canvas at plus 6. So it was 5 plus 20%. Alright, giving us 6 total. I'm hoping when we paint it, but we need a qualified artist to do that, that we get a higher decor bonus. We're going to come... So we've got our gas pump, our gas pipe, our gas bridge, and our gas vent. We've got our airflow tile, our gas valve, our liquid valve. Liquid valve? Why is gas valve and liquid... Why is the liquid valve down here? And a manual airlock door. We're going to move on to our sanitation next. So this will give us a liquid bridge, liquid pipe, liquid pump, and a liquid vent. And a toilet, a mesh tile. So mesh tile does not obstruct liquid or gas flow, whereas a airflow tile blocks liquid flow without obstructing gas. A shower, and a sink. So this will let us build proper flushing bathrooms, which is always good. And it also means that eventually I can get rid of these guys. Catch is we then need power. We're going to need some serious amounts of power because we're going to have to run things all the time. Jobs. Art student. So we have Valentine who has... I hate this when I scroll to the bottom. Jobs. Valentine. Art student. So her current morale is 2. Minimum morale is 4, so they will get stressed. Has an interest in being art. And has creative 2 to start with. But actually has no fascination with digging. So actually we need a miner. Oh, please don't walk through this. Oh, really, dupes? They're walking through the pea water. Okay. Food. No. Furniture. Mess table. So, for the moment, a mess hall can be 64 tiles. We already know this one here. You can see right there, it's 64 tiles. Okay. So if I build it to the exact same size, so 4 tiles up, 16 tiles across, that'll give us a mess hall. To get it to a great hall, all I have to do is put in a recreational building and a single decor item with 20 plus decor. So we've put in lots of chairs. Done. Problem number 1. We're going to put in furniture, blank canvases. We're going to turn the priority down on these guys. Actually, we'll cancel a couple more chairs because we also have the option of a sculpting block, which also has a decor of 5. And we'll put in another sculpting block down here. Priority 4. Priority 4. Actually, I will put it... Decor. Sculpting block, priority 4. I'll put it there. And then we're going to put in 2 more doors here and here to lock off the room to give us a room bonus. And at a later stage, we will put in our water cooler down here. We'll put in another one up here after we get at least a single item that'll give us a decor bonus of 20. Because that's going to be the next requirement. Dupes are working hard, research is completing, this is getting built, water's being dumped up there slowly, outhouses are getting towards full, but this research should help with that. Power's a bit, yeah. Like, we charge the battery up, we run the battery, we run everything else, the battery gets flat. We need to stop wasting coal, because when we put coal in here, it just runs till it runs out of coal. And we probably need to turn that way down lower. Because it's just going to run till it runs out of coal. Even if the battery is fully topped up, it'll just keep adding power to the circuit, irrespective of everything else. But yeah, I think this is probably going to be another spot to stop this episode. Obviously, all of this has to get built. Alright, it's going to take them a while to get this done. Same when it's going to take them a while to get this done. We can actually knock those 2 tiles out because I just saw them. And yeah, in the next episode we'll come back and we'll start actually probably working on some more proper plumbing. It's going to take us a while, but we will get there bit by bit by bit. At the same time, I know a lot of people have commented on the debris I'm leaving lying around everywhere. We will fix them. It's just not a now problem. It's a later problem. Anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed. Thank you for watching as always. Thoughts, comments, suggestions, all that sort of fun stuff down in the comment section below. And I will catch you in the next one. Right.